All right, man. Talk to talk. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nah, it ain't the morning. All right, nah. This is 6 o'clock show. How y'all doing today, man? Hope everybody's good. So today's episode, we're gonna get Kanye West's reaction to the Super Bowl halftime show and how he felt about it. Before I get into that, I got to get my spill. This is Talk to Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. I'm at the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers over 15,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. If you want to join after hours, that show is up and running. It's doing pretty well. It's almost 2,000 subscribers. I'm very proud of that channel. Yes, all you have to do is go. I said, yes. All you have to do is go over there. It's right in the link. It's right at the top of the description. Just go subscribe. And yeah, man. Also, too, March 23rd, there will be a battle on this page. If you're in the battle rap, if you want to see the king perform, you'll see it right live. I don't want to just do any live. And after that, I'll be probably doing lives more frequently. March 23rd will be the very first live on this page. So let's get it, man. Let's go. No more talking. All right, man. So let's check in with Kanye, man. Check in with Ye. See what he got to say. I know he's been saying some wild stuff as of late. But yeah, let's see what he got to say this time, man. Let's go.
So, a few people have been asking me, like, what did you think of the Kendrick halftime show? And I really loved the show. It was my favorite halftime show since, like, a Michael Jackson era, which I kind of just barely remember. I just be seeing clips of it. And it was super simple. The flag was fresh. When they did Be Humble, the way that people's heads was moving, I was just like shook.
I see a lot of people, especially on the conservative side, really hating on this performance. And I'm gonna say this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get into this in a minute. I'm gonna get into how I feel about conservatives talking about Kendrick Lamar, and how I can understand why people would say certain things. But yeah, I like the humble too. I thought that was pretty decent. I like how he did that. I like that how he did it. You know what I mean, with the flag. That was pretty dope. That performance was pretty dope. I liked it. It was really good.
This is like super fresh, right? The man's voice control, all that. And of course, they built up the controversy on whether he's going to do the record. And then at the end, I saw people saying, like, this is the worst halftime show. And I'm just like, everybody I know I talked to in real life said this is the best halftime show. And so this is my point right here. When I say one man's in jail, one superstar, one black superstar is in jail. The next black superstar is on stage. They take one rapper to take another rapper down. You gotta remember, watch this. It's like Drake was almost like the new generation R. Kelly. The way R. Kelly had the radio on his...
I don't know if he meant that by, well, I know what he's trying to say. I know exactly what he's saying. I know he ain't saying like, he knew R. Kelly like on some nasty stuff. I mean, maybe he is saying that, but I think he's looking at it from the musical standpoint, which I would never compare Drake to R. Kelly. That's 100% a false equivalent, in my opinion.
Smashes, all that type of stuff. And then the idea that was put out in the Kendrick song is what R. Kelly is actually locked up for. Now, this information is out here. This could be used, right? And song, generation R. Kelly. The way R. Kelly had the radio and the smashes, all that type of stuff. And then the idea that was put out in the Kendrick song is what R. Kelly is actually locked up for. Now, this information is out here. This could be used.
All right, I know exactly what he's saying. He's saying that Drake, so he did mean it like Drake is the new R. Kelly in a way, because Kendrick basically exposed Drake for allegedly liking younger women, or so he heard that Drake liked younger women, and people were saying that he called Drake a PDF in the whole song, and he's connecting that, saying that, okay, one guy is locked up for this and the other guy is out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Drake. So I understand exactly what he's saying.
Right? And, you know, they give Kendrick everything. He wins everything. Then he does this amazing Super Bowl commercial. I mean, not commercial, I'm sorry. 40 and Sip, shout out to Yeezy.com. I didn't do that on purpose, bro. He does this amazing Super Bowl performance, and right after they say it's the worst Super Bowl performance. And I'm like, yo, this is what I've been saying. They use black people against each other, and when they're done with what their agenda is, they're going to kick you out. That's my perspective on it.
I could kind of agree with what he's saying here, because I think that this is very important. And I see this from conservative circles, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by that in a second. But I definitely see this from conservative circles. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get into the left's agenda too, because they're not gonna get away with what I gotta say either, because they have a lot that they do too. But I will say this. I think what Kanye's saying is right. They definitely do use black I'm gonna say black men. They use black men to especially black entertainers, to get what they want, and then they discard them. But see, it's a big difference between Kendrick and other artists, and I'm gonna explain why I think that Kendrick Lamar is smarter than a lot of artists, and him putting out visuals is kind of like a slap to the face to everybody who is trying to get rid of him. So let's keep it going.
Started out with Kendrick Lamar and the Super Bowl performance. First off, I'm not gonna do no countdown into how I feel about it. I liked it. I think it was a dope performance. Social media is now they're having a civil war about if the performance was mid, if it was trash, if Wayne should have performed. And I feel like everybody was looking to, let me not say everybody. A lot of people looking to not like shit. A lot of people are looking to have something negative to say.
That's 100% facts. A lot of y'all out here are just looking for something wrong. I seen something, I'm gonna do a video on this. Actually probably real soon. I seen a video of a dude breaking down the generation that we live in now. Is people are obsessed with haters. Like, I mean, not obsessed with haters. The haters are obsessed with everything. They have this big thing with hating everything. And it's like a normal thing to say something's bad without even giving a reason. Just it's bad. And a lot of people I argued with online about the Super Bowl performance, they could never give me a reason why they thought it was bad. They just say it's bad. And I said, well, what part of it's bad? I don't got to explain to you. It's just bad. It was ass. And I'm like, well, what was ass? If I'm new to this and I don't understand what's going on, won't you let me know what part of it was ass? Tell me what was ass. Like, because for me, the choreograph was good. The song selection was good. The way he performed was good. What was ass about it? I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I could see if his mic was low, or he was fumbling over his words, or he wasn't, or it didn't make sense. Like, everything didn't make sense in there. I could see if that was the case. You know what it is? A lot of people live for validation. That's what it is. A lot of people, they looked at the crowd and they seen that the crowd wasn't moving as well as they, because if the crowd was moving, then people would have said, oh, this was the greatest thing ever. Because all of y'all out there seeking validation. That's why whenever somebody drop an album, you always ask somebody, you heard such and such album? And they be like, yeah, I heard it. They be like, well, how you feel about it? Oh, it's trash. And then when you go talk to your friend, you never even heard the album. They be like, well, how you feel about such and such album? You be like, man, it's trash. Oh, you heard it? I ain't even listened to it. My boy said it was ass. That's how y'all are. Most of y'all are seeking validation. Now, again, some of y'all could genuinely not like it. Y'all could have said that. But for me, you have to give me a reason why you don't like something. You can't just say, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I never tried spaghetti, but then I tell people I don't like spaghetti, I never ate it before. So how can I say I never tried it? Now, it's different between if you don't want to eat it. And that's what I'm going to get into, the whole conservative thing in a second. Let's keep going.
I think overall in its totality, without the two moments that are possibly the biggest moments within the performance, which are the diss records, was dope. The choreography, the way Kendrick, debuted a new record, the GNX car being at the top, all of the people, the choreography, the people coming out of the coming out of the car, you know what I'm saying, performing, making the American flag. I thought all of that was dope. Now, when Euphoria,
it was dope. It was dope. You would think that, and this is why I say a lot of people, I can understand exactly why people say people are racist. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Now, I don't think everybody's racist. I'm just gonna put that out there. But I could tell y'all exactly why people say people are racist now. I'm gonna tell y'all why in a second. But you would think that they would like this because everything was centered around America. Now it might have been not with the America part you wanted to hear, but it's the truth, what was said. These things is what it was. You can't deny it. I know some of y'all, white and black people hate to see this type of stuff presented to you in this form. I know y'all hate to see it, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, I'll be honest, I don't like it either. I don't like everybody always being about race all the time. I don't like that either. But I can recognize something when I see it. And I'm going to be honest about something when I see it. You know what I'm saying? If it's the truth, I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah, black people was oppressed. I'm definitely going to tell the truth about it. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it or downplay it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why people would say some people are racist, and I'm going to explain it in a second. Let's keep going.
Came on, I didn't expect that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the last thing I thought he was going to do. But Euphoria comes on, I'm like, oh, all right. Then him alluding to Not Like Us being played, I'm going to do it, but they might sue me, all of that. Like, I was like, okay, he teased it a few times. Now, here's the conversation that's been the conversation. Oh, he's only this big, he's only getting these moments because of Drake, and it's only happening because of Drake. Listen, none of that conversation matters. No, there was not going to be an 100% like, yes, we love that performance. Now,
I 100% agree with that. No matter what he had done, everybody was going to have a problem because he went into it with people having a problem. But he did what he's supposed to have done. And if you got a crowd of people like, bro, listen, let me explain something to y'all, man. Most of y'all didn't even care about the halftime show until Jay-Z took it over. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Most people cared about the halftime show years ago. But before Jay-Z took it over, it was the same people doing the same stuff. If it wasn't Beyonce, it was Bruno Mars doing the same. Most of these people doing the same stuff. You want people to come in like Lady Gaga came in from the ceiling swinging on a rope. You want people to do that. It's like, okay, some people have a different way of performing certain things. And just because you don't understand it doesn't make it garbage, or just because you don't like it doesn't make it not good. And on top of that, okay, so what you don't listen to rap music? Okay, but we want to pretend like we don't listen to rap music when it comes to the Super Bowl. But throughout everything y'all do is all centered around hip hop. Everything. You know what I'm saying? I see conservatives using trap beats for their intros all the time. But all of a sudden now you don't know nothing about hip hop. Nobody knows anything about hip hop, but you use the same stuff that we use. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Even the language that some of y'all use. What's up with your boy? Like, come on, bro. Let's be serious here. But all of a sudden now, when one of the prominent hip hop artists of all time gets on stage, and all of a sudden y'all have an issue because he's calling out America in the things that we've been through. And that was pretty light, if you ask me. He didn't really go too hard. That was pretty light. But he's calling out America and the things we've been through, and y'all got an issue with that? Why? Why do y'all have an issue with black people calling out something that we've been through? Y'all don't have no issue with anybody else that does it, and we're supposed to respect it. We can't even say anything about it. We can't. Well, all of a sudden now, we're supposed to just go along with it. Because y'all don't like it. Okay, let's keep it going.
There's all the speculation about does he do it or does he not? He did it. It's over. Well, at least for now, you know what I mean? It's over. Social media going to keep this shit going. Social media is going to make it a conversation about the game twos and all of that. We all know Drake got a album coming with Party Next Door this week. And I ain't going front. I'm actually looking forward to hearing the album because Party Next Door is fire. And when Drake does R&B shit, we love that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to hearing that. I'm not looking forward to hearing no diss records on there or no cryptic messages or Easter eggs you got to find to figure out if there's a diss on it. Fuck all that.
But he's going to do that. That's going to happen because that's what Drake does. And on top of that, a lot of people ain't noticing this. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. And the first album he does when he comes back is a melody album. Tell me if that's not the biggest L ever. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. And you go do a Melanie album. Melanie. You go do one of those. Just weird to me.
What happened. Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl. The Eagles spanked the Chiefs. Shouts out to Gillian Wallow and the entire Philadelphia State Pre, all my guys. Beans, what up? Now, we're going to move on, or are we? Because it's about to be the 1 year anniversary of Like That in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Close to a month.
Listen, we're not going to move on. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because people people could say whatever they want. Kendrick Lamar is by far the only artist that's keeping people talk about hip hop. It ain't Drake. Trust and believe that. He's the only one that's got people talking about hip hop. Everything he does, he's been doing this since Like That. He's took over the game since Like That. And he's literally the only one. Everybody else is centered around him. Everybody. You could say, oh, Drake put him with, nope. Drake is even centered around him. Everything. Lil Wayne, anybody you could think of. All is centered around Kendrick. All of them. He's the only one. All these other dudes is dropping albums. Nobody care. Nobody care. But that's another conversation for another day. Let's let him talk a little more. Then I'm going to get into this.
But, all right, listen. I enjoyed the performance. I got on stream last night. It's not his best performance ever. This is not the best he could ever did. I wasn't looking for his best performance ever. It's not his tour. It's a 13-minute set that you got to compile into some entertainment. I thought that.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Y'all expect this man to do a 3-hour set in 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy how y'all expect so much from this dude, but this guy, Drake, y'all don't care what he does. This nigga literally has ghostwriters, and y'all say he's one of the best. He has one of the best pens. Joe Budden said that Drake has one of the best pens ever, and this dude literally has a ghostwriter. I don't understand that. Y'all give this dude Drake a pass on everything. It's crazy to me how y'all do this. Y'all would literally give him a pass on everything. But when it comes to Kendrick, he has to be tip-top, perfect shape on everything. He has to be perfect. Even when he do push-ups, he has to do the push-ups the right way. He didn't go, his chest ain't hit the floor. He has to do it the right way. That's y'all. Every time, bro. Every time. It's so disgusting to see. He has to be perfect. Drake could do whatever. This nigga literally out here suing over a diss song, and y'all still support the nigga. It's crazy. How can y'all say that y'all real hip hop and support a dude who isn't really real hip hop at all, come into it, walked into the culture, did whatever he wanted, and talk about whoever he want, disrespects everybody, doing all this, fucking niggas, girls doing all this, and y'all sitting here telling me that y'all support that over somebody who's been doing this and who's been doing it the right way? How? How can you support a dude like Drake? I don't understand it. I don't. And again, it just lets me know that y'all really don't care about hip hop. None of y'all. That goes for whoever. Y'all don't really care about hip hop. Y'all no different from no different from the people who said, the conservatives who say that it's trash. Y'all no different from them. Y'all no different.
Samuel Jackson shit was dope. Samuel Jackson is Uncle Sam. That was fire. Choreography, fire. Song selection, could he have added more songs? Absolutely, but you got 13 minutes. Got to do the shit that people want. People wanted to see, I mean, I didn't think Euphoria was going to get played, but I was like kind of, oh shit, you know what I mean, when it happened. People wanted to hear Not Like Us, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. It happened, you know what I'm saying? And I think that
Samuel Jackson was a great representation of what the house nigga was, right? Because in Django, he was a house nigga. And here, he was doing what he was supposed to do as he played his part. Now, this is a performance, how would I say? It's a performance. This is not real life. Even though he's cosplaying what it is with real life, but this is a performance. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of y'all try to take this as literal. And it's just a performance. If you don't know the songs, okay, cool. You might not know the songs, right? But for you to say it's a joke, then that lets me know that you are paying attention to certain things that you know that we've been through, and you saying it's a joke. So anybody, in fact, let me let it play some more because I got a lot to say.
It's just a battle of the fan bases. It's going to continue to be a battle of the fan bases. I mean, Drake still got his battle with the against Universal Music Group. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick about to go on tour. Somebody should compile and do like one of them end of the movie joints with the Faith Evans and Twista song and like put everybody added into it, make a meme out of that. That would be fun. You know what I mean? But like, listen, all I'm gonna say is this. Regardless to who you rooted for in the battle, that was a great display of hip hop. That was a great display of hip hop at a very high level. That was a great display of hip hop culture. Serena Williams sea-walking at the end. No, I did not see that shit coming. But it ain't like we ain't never seen Serena Williams sea-walk before. It's happened. And she's from Compton. Was it dope to see her out there? Absolutely. Everybody's like, oh shit, okay, lit. You know what I mean? But stop trying to make this shit into more than what it is.
And I agree. I 100% agree. I agree with that. Y'all be trying to make this into something else, but it's okay. It's okay. And I'll explain that too in a second, why it's okay. I'm gonna explain that in a second. But I'm gonna let it play a little more and then we're gonna get out of here.
The fact of the matter is this. Kendrick Lamar has had a great year between last year to now. He's had a great career. At the height of this battle, when this battle was brewing, when everybody was screaming for Kendrick to drop, when people were saying, yo, you taking too long and all of that, y'all was all asking for the shit. Then once the man dropped, it was like, oh, okay, that's this is what I don't like about how people consume shit, because it's not like people can be objective in the battle, period. When people that didn't like Kendrick heard Euphoria, oh, it's all right. That shit wasn't all right. It was fire. Shit was
Exactly. A lot of y'all, this and this is what I really can't stand what niggas do. I hate when y'all do this, right? Y'all would say that something, y'all ask for something, and then he give it to you, right? And then you be like, oh, that was cool. That was fire. That was all right. Even though it was super fire, like Euphoria was one of my favorite songs of last year. That's definitely a classic, right? But what makes me mad is this is what y'all do. Y'all be like, oh, he didn't go too hard. He should have went harder on Drake. And then he dropped Meet the Gram. Oh man, that was too hard, bro. Why you go so hard on him, bro? You ain't need to do all that. That's too much. It's like, you can't please nobody. You go too hard, that's too hard. If you go not so hard, you ain't going hard enough. You know what I'm saying? If you go a little bit hard, oh, you going way overboard, or you didn't go hard enough. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how y'all just never satisfied. That's why I say I fuck with Kendrick, because he don't care about how none of y'all feel. It's regular to me, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? The love and hate, it's regular. I understand. I ain't mad about it. It's regular. It's literally regular to me. That's what he's saying to y'all. That's what he's saying.
Fire. When niggas heard Family Matters, I thought Family Matters was fire. At least the second verse on. First verse I ain't really like. You know what I mean? But the second verse, Third verse, the beats, fire. Then, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, back to back to back, Heart Part 6, or back to back to back. Oh no, Kendrick doing too much. Listen, you get what you asked for. Get it because you asked for it. A nigga ain't a thief, then he better have the cash for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good saying. That's a very good saying. And I understand exactly what he's saying. I know what he's saying. A lot of y'all was saying like, oh, Kendrick don't drop enough. He don't drop enough. He don't drop enough. Then he went on this whole tirade, start dropping everything everywhere, start doing all this stuff. Oh, he dropping too much. He dropping too much, bro. No, don't drop so much, bro. Like, y'all was talking all this heavy. Oh, he dropped. No, Kendrick ain't gonna do nothing, bro. He ain't gonna say nothing. You think he gonna drop? He ain't telling nobody nothing. You crazy. Then he started dropping. Oh man, bro. He dropping too much, bro. So you can't be satisfied, bro. I'm telling you, you can't satisfy people.
Everybody got what they wanted out of this situation as far as consumers, as far as being entertained. Now, Drake wins this battle. I don't think Drake wins this battle in the public eye. I don't think Kendrick Lamar performs at the Super Bowl. But that's not what happened. We can't talk about fantasy. We got to talk about what actually happened.
What if this and what if that? It didn't happen that way. We're dealing with reality. Reality is it happened. Oh, if Drake would, but if it had, but like, bro, we ain't talking about what it could have did and who did it, what and how it could have happened. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about what actually happened. Oh, if Drake would never had did this, if Kendrick was never born, if Drake was never born, they would have never battled. Like, what we could do this all day. If Kendrick would have dropped 10 more songs, it would have been worse for Drake. Like, it's always, every time somebody used the if, it's always on their side. But what about the other guy? What if he had did all of this? It probably would have been worse for Drake. What about that? It's like, come on, bro. Like, we could play the if game if y'all want, but it's stupid to play it because I used to tell this girl, all it describes to date. She used to say this shit all the time. It was so annoying. Like, I'm glad we ain't together no more. I'm 100% glad we ain't together no more. Because she used to do it all the time. Like, oh, you was there, but what if something had happened? Like, what if a girl would have had said something to you, but the bitch she never did? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And I know I'm getting mad about it because I used to be heated with her. You know what I'm saying? But we calm that down. Anyway. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what are we talking about here? What if this, like, and then I could even throw another argument in there. Okay, so why Drake ain't successful? Why? I mean, he's successful. Why he ain't doing all this? If Kendrick needed him to do it, so why Drake ain't successful at it? Why he ain't blow up? Why the songs that he did ain't? If Kendrick needed him, then why did his songs ain't blow up? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy.
Kendrick spanked him. You know what I'm saying? He goes on to do the Super Bowl. He goes on to drop GNX. He goes on to have more hit records with TV off. Shouts out to Mustard. Seen Mustard on the field. That was fire. Fire. This is hip hop. Know what I mean? Now it's been a lot of shit in between that wasn't hip hop. The lawsuits, and now we looking at now it changed our perception of Drake to an extent, at least for mine. You know what I mean? Like, I still look at him as a great artist in history, but it changed my perception. It moved him down a few notches. It moved him down a lot of notches, you know what I'm saying? Because we can all agree, and maybe this is me just playing fantasy now. Had he won, people it wouldn't be no lawsuit. It wouldn't be all of these different things. It wouldn't have been all the spiraling, and there wouldn't have been none of that had he won in the public eye. But what happened, happened.
Exactly. We're going to leave it there. All right, so let's get to this, man, because I think this is very important that people understand something, right? I want y'all to understand something. I'm black first, no matter what. That's 100% facts. Can't get around that. I'm black first. I'm not against no community, whether that's the LGBTQ, whether that's the trans, whether that's conservative, whether that's what's that? Any other group. You know what I'm saying? Progressive, leftism. I'm not against anybody. Not. I'm black first. Let's put that out there. I'm just going to let y'all know. For all y'all who didn't know, maybe the camera, maybe the brightness is too up. No, I'm black. See that skin? Yeah, that's black. So I'm going to tell y'all, when I see Black history, I respect it. I respect it. I'm one of those who respect my history. Okay, I don't agree with everything that the conservatives say. I don't agree with everything that the leftists say. But I do agree with what history says. You know what I'm saying? And what Kendrick did, certain things in there, I know it bothers some of them conservatives. I know it did. But that speaks to a lot of y'all. That speaks to a lot of y'all being ignorant to Black culture. I'm not going to say that you're racist, because you can literally say you don't like something and not be racist. But when you say, what is this junk? That to me is racist. Because if you are calling Black culture junk, then you are, to me, don't care about Black culture. And you have a bias against it. That's why I say it's racist. If you say, I don't like the performance, that's something different. But if you would literally say, this is junk, why do they have this guy performing? This is trash. It's garbage. What is all this? You don't understand it and you're calling it a name. That's like I don't know. That's like a famous rock group. Let's say Ozzy Osbourne gets up on there and he know what he used to do crazy things with animals or whatever, right? And let's say he did that. And let's say that was just something that he did, and everybody that conservative, white, or whoever who agree with that, because I don't know if conservatives agree with Ozzy Osbourne. I'm just using this as I don't think they all agree. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And I just went up there and said it was trash. Matter of fact, I use a different analogy, right? Let's say Oliver Anthony was up there, right? Oliver Anthony did a song, and he did a song. His song was the song the big song that he had before, right? And I said, oh, what is this hillbilly? This is garbage. What is this? This is trash. I can't believe that they would let this red hair guy up here, this redneck, this is garbage. You would think that I was ignorant. You would say, oh man, how are you going to say that about him? Why would you say that? That's how Black people feel when you say that something is trash or garbage or stupid when you don't even understand what it means. That's how we feel. And that's what I'm saying. So a lot of times I like certain conservative outlets. I'm not going to lie. And I like certain leftist outlets too. I ain't going to lie about that. I like conversations. I like when people talk. But at the same time, we're not going to sit here and try to downplay Black people, but then y'all want us to uplift everybody that performs for y'all. That's not fair. How you going to sit here and say that Kendrick Lamar is trash or whatever when he's literally displaying what Black America or what America is? Like, come on, bro. He told you in with Samuel Jackson. Y'all was saying the same thing that Samuel was saying. Literally saying the same thing Samuel is saying. Y'all saying the same exact thing. He's saying, oh no, you can't do that. Not in front of these people. They don't understand it. And y'all say, oh, what is this? This is trash. Oh my God. It's the same thing. It's no different. So I'm saying, so when Black people say that certain conservative outlets or people are racist, I can understand why they say that, because y'all are ignorant to our culture. And not that y'all ignorant, that y'all don't want to, that y'all ignorant. No, y'all ignorant to the point where y'all think it's trash and y'all don't want to learn about it. That to me is the worst. If you say, I don't know about it, can you teach me? That's something different. That's what I'm saying. So instead of taking this moment as because everything don't always have to be the way you want it. If this guy is performing something, at least some of y'all that was in the crowd could have said, let me see what this is actually about. Because y'all have no problem looking into certain things or understanding when Donald Trump does something. Y'all have no problem. Oh, we need to understand why this happened. We could do research on that. Nobody has a problem with that. Same thing with Joe Biden. Oh, nobody has a problem with researching when it comes to Joey. But nobody wants to do no research when it comes to a black artist who's displaying something that is a history of America. Because guess what? Black history is history of America. So if he has a GNX car, which is a historical car that's built in America, and he has guys running out red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, basically saying like this is where we're at. This is it. This is it. And then he has him in the middle of an American flag. I could almost guarantee you that if this was a conservative artist who did this, it would have been the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh my God, this is so great. I can't believe this. This is the greatest thing ever. This is how y'all have felt. All of y'all would have been saying that. And if it was a left-leaning artist or an artist that, like, I don't know, it would have been doing the same thing. But my thing is, all I'm saying is to the conservative side, a lot of y'all don't want to learn about Black history because most of y'all want us to even forget about it. Y'all want us to just be like, nah, forget it. No, we can't forget it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna forget it. And I'm not saying we gotta harp on it, but truth be told, we're never gonna forget it. Just like y'all not gonna forget y'all history either. The things that happened to y'all, I'm not gonna even mention it. I'm just gonna say, y'all not gonna forget that either. Y'all don't want us to forget that at all. Y'all make sure we don't forget that. So you gotta understand, the way we have to endure and learn and respect y'all history, y'all gotta do the same thing for us. That's all I'm saying. It's not like I'm getting on here telling y'all that y'all wrong. I'm just saying some of y'all are racist. Let's be clear. Some of y'all are racist on both sides. It doesn't not necessarily mean that it has to be conservatives that are racist. There's a lot of liberals that are racist, worse than conservatives. But I just want to be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all don't want to learn about the history of Black people because y'all want to stay in the dark because, and I hate to say this, and I think this goes for Black people too. And it's because we've been so divided. You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to cut that. But us as Black people, we don't want to learn about y'all culture because we don't want to subject ourselves to being wrong. And the same thing with y'all. I think that a lot of people on the other side, or whether it's conservative, white, whatever, liberal, whoever, they don't really want to learn about Black culture because they know that if they learn about it, it could be cruel. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who really know about Black culture, and I'm not speaking on them. I'm not. I'm speaking on people who actively have a closed mind about something. There's no way in the world you can tell me that this guy is the biggest artist in the world. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's doing a Super Bowl. And that's another thing too that I hate that y'all do. Y'all try to minimize hip hop artists as if y'all don't participate or your kids don't participate in hip hop. There's no way in the world you're going to tell me that your kids literally consumes nothing but hip hop. Everything, the whole culture, as far as the active clothing wear, anything, the braids, anything you could think of, anything you could think of, your kids literally does this. It's everywhere. It's like a virus. And I ain't saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, hip hop is all over the world. You're telling me that you can't give this man who's the biggest hip hop artist that your kids listen to, you can't give him no respect? You can't say, okay, maybe my kids need, everything's trash. It's kind of like it's when y'all when the doors closed and nobody's around, all of a sudden you blasting Tupac. Oh, where's Tupac on? Tupac was the same as this dude, and y'all love Tupac. He's the same as this dude. But again, y'all don't want to be wrong. That's what it is. That's all I'm saying, bro. But thank y'all for joining me. I know I went on a tangent, but I love going on tangents. Hey, man, you know what it is, man. I'm glad to see y'all with me tonight. All right, man. I'll see y'all. Peace. Bye.